How your hardest rapper is the biggest snitch, biggest informant, biggest coward.
And that's my only point. And I feel as though he wronged me. You got out of hand and you wronged me. You got seduced by the power, not because he's an evil person, but because money is evil if it's not handled right. If you lose your composure, you can do anything.
Name one other artist on Treyway right now. Name one. I'll give you $100.
But this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody.
Who gonna touch me? Who? Nothing gonna happen to me. Nothing gonna happen to me. I'm untouchable. I'm immortal. Who gonna touch me? Wait, test my shit.
Remember this lack of a conscience when I come out. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said. That's all I ask for. If you're going to act like you a gangster or a G or the king of New York, I'm going to expect that. And when you don't come through, then I'm going to want to crush your empire. And that's what it's time for.
Who you ain't nothing? Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
huh? Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I'm Dollar Bill. Shut down.
Machiavellian is Illuminati all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me? Hey.
Fuck them kids. Cause you gonna be a burnt up motherfucker fucking with me.
No punk. I didn't tell on my boy. I said, what, you in jail for no motherfucker? No, you ain't no punk. You a new fool.
Yes, on behalf of myself, I'd like to say that these views in some of these videos that I'm using to connect dots and get information, that very interesting, I'm just using for that purpose. It's not my view, it's not my opinion, but the opinion of the people in the videos. I'm just listening and pointing to the fact that these people are actually putting two and two together and coming up with their own, you know, reasonings behind these situations and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a fan of some of these people, but I do pay attention to social media, YouTube, and when I hear certain things, it's just so interesting. I have to, you know, check this.
Jesus spoke of hell way more than he spoke of heaven. Hebrews 10:31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. So who goes to hell? Let's see what they were doing that made the earth open up. The Bible said their thoughts were evil what? Continuously. The first thing they did was they rebelled against God while claiming to be God's chosen people. And then they created their own gods. They went back to their old sins. Finally, they rejected God's prophet and his authority. So for us to do what we want to do with you, we need you to be able to learn evil. That's what this was all about. And so the devil can promote his family, not God's family, the devil's family. These rappers and stuff, they rap about it, they sing about it, because they want to take your children there. They want to take you there.
when I did come up on some of these videos, I was quite shocked to hear the information. So it's like I had question marks all in my head, and I just wanted to put it out there, see what people really think or get feedback, because some of this stuff is shocking. And I had some of my own like thoughts about what happened with the Notorious B.I.G. situation. I had disliked Bad Boy Records ever since that era. Like I just didn't have anything good to say because I never seen any real longevity with the artist. I didn't see anything good happen for the artist. It seemed like a sellout situation to me from my observation, and how I always had some type of vibe to it, like, you know, it's like I was riding with Pac, not trying to be on nobody's side, but it's like a feeling, you know what I'm saying, naturally. So these videos right here just clarify a lot of stuff as far as just the observation. Not really to say I believe, but it's just funny, you know. It's just funny.
What kind of fuck shit is this? You see me? I've been doing this shit a long time. So I get what I want, when I want it, how I want it. Cause I be feeling like this too sometimes when I ride for too long. Be on tour and shit. We got motherfucking Ciroc. Damn, we got all this liquor, and y'all want Diddy to come to my room. He ain't even run no Ciroc. I don't want that old ass nigga around me. He an old ass bitch. That shit is like an African chant. Ain't no more team. What the fuck is Puffy doing? I'm gonna have a drink to forget about this shit.
And my man's here. He came by.
Shout out to F and Vodka. Yeah, that shit kind of watered down, but I love it.
Yo, check this shit out. So, yesterday, French Montana had an in-store up in the Bronx. 10 people showed up. He said, fuck this, let me have a drink. Puffy trying to make me go against 50. He set me up.
That's how I feel about your bullshit. What the fuck is this?
Yo, I just seen a clip of French Montana throwing bottles of effing in the garbage. You know, Puffy called him like, you said you fucking like this shit. You fucking bitch, you want your record out, don't you? You fucking dummy. You fucking playing. They fucking putting us out of business, you fucking asshole. You better do something.
I just came up on some shocking news I had no idea about, ever heard nothing about. It's crazy. And I feel ask people their feedback on this information. Damn.
P. Diddy has been surrounded by homosexual allegations for many years. When he was fired from Uptown Records, he started his own record label, Bad Boy Records, with the help of Clive Davis. Clive Davis, a Jewish music industry executive, was rumored to partake in gay rituals with artists and producers in the music business for them to progress further into the industry. Some have speculated that Diddy was involved in a strange homosexual relationship with Clive. Clive the rotten old lizard had even come out as bisexual after many years.
I opened myself up to the possibility that I could have a relationship with a man.
Over the years we have seen the demise of Diddy's artists. G-Dep, who's serving time in prison for second-degree murder. Loon, serving time for a drugs conspiracy charge. Shine, Black Rob, Notorious B.I.G., Mace. The list goes on and on. It is evident that there's been so much negativity brought into the lives of his artists. We can see the weird homosexual traits of Diddy being brought into the industry back in 1993 when he was directing the music video for Outkast's song Players Ball. Diddy asked Andre 3000 that he should appear shirtless in the video, to which he obliged. Back when the East Coast West Coast beef was going on, there was a rumored tape going around that showed Diddy dressed up in women's clothes. The DOC had mentioned in an interview with Hip Hop DX a few years ago that this videotape of Diddy in drag was going around, and some people wanted him to watch the tape. In 2009, the rapper Exhibit was being interviewed and began to tell a story where Diddy had taken him to a gay club.
Yeah, what happened?
Nah, I mean, well, as a single man, you know what I'm saying, I have no shame in my game with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time, and we went to Florida. We got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party. You know,
all dudes?
Yeah, nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying? It was on South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house, and then, he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards, right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me, you know what I'm saying? Karen is with me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Superhead.
Yeah. So she takes me, Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey man, that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, nigga, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, he's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped you with fingers in the booty.
That's a new
movie. You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was
the
like,
devil
what?
sucks penis.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a penis and a finger in an ass story. What?
She said
so Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booty. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the fuck are you talking about? He said you're a filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. He went off and did his thing. And I was like,
he limping?
He walked away and the nail fell out his boot.
No, I'm gonna clear this shit up because I'm not gonna have my name. I ain't gonna have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then she say, I told him what he told me, and she was like, oh, she started laughing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, whatever. So then then I guess he's had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody piling the car. The car is fucking silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bobbing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then it's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like butt ass naked dancing. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody.
Gay.
Yeah, it was suspect. A lot of suspect.
The club was
You could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever.
Blame it on
I've been in a gang. I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called.
And I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So
me neither.
There it is. So we took a cab home back to where I was.
In 2014, 50 Cent, who is a bitter rival of Diddy, had taken numerous shots at Diddy, Steve Stout and others, and had hinted at some homosexual situation between them. A wannabe comedian called Fat Jew had said back in early 2015 that he accidentally walked into a room at a mansion party where P. Diddy and a group of other men were about to partake in some weird homosexual orgy.
This isn't alleged because it happened.
No. There's nothing alleged about this.
Okay.
It is a legend.
Clap. We are comedians. All right, go for it.
We're so lonely.
So I'm fucking goblins.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami where P. Diddy has a private residence. I had no business being there. I was with a famed house producer who was DJing the party.
Sure.
And I will keep his name out of it.
Yep.
And I took a whole bunch of ecstasy because everyone there was taking ecstasy. It was basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, like just beautiful women who I obviously had no interest in because
Yeah, it's the big pimpin' video.
That's not my type.
Right. We're gonna stick to Peppa, please.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to Peppa, and ghouls from Us Weekly.
Right.
So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like, it's all like, my man is telling me that like, every third person is some executive, got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
It's a high-end crowd.
Very high-end. And there's no joke, there's maybe 100 people.
Okay.
I mean, it is intimate.
It's a serious
I have
serious
no business
party.
being there.
Sure.
I'm in like like an old Jewish grandmother's windbreaker like I am now
Right.
at this exact moment.
Right.
And so long story short, I am on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom and I can't find the bathroom and I just kind of like go down a flight of stairs and now I'm in like the inner windings of the mansion because most of it's going down by the pool.
Okay.
Cabanas and stuff.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, we're getting serious.
So I get lost and I'm in like just a maze of rooms.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking for the bathroom. I start opening doors. One's like a closet. One's a room. It doesn't have a bathroom in it. Whatever. Every room should have a bathroom in it.
That makes sense.
First of all,
if you're in this fucking
every
dungeon,
room should have, right.
every house
So
should
I
have.
open a door, and in that room there are a bunch of men, and they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about. And, kind of like very like kind of leaning on each other, not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning. Like if you were spooning, but facing each other and like leaning up on your elbow and talking.
Like, how about this? Like in public, watching TV with a bunch of your friends and you're with your girlfriends.
Right, yes.
It would be like those guys kind of lounging on their girlfriends, but they're not fucking because that would be weird
they
in
weren't
public.
Fucking,
right.
But like you almost think that they should be feeding each other grapes. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, it was very like
regal lounging.
very erotic.
Okay, all right.
Heavy erotica.
Yeah, like the drawings you would see of like old Greek
Yes, right,
hangouts.
exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
Or like a fat Greek woman like laid on her side.
Yeah, it would almost be the prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh
Okay.
my god. It was so prelude to an orgy.
So explain.
So I look. So I'm there for a very brief amount of time because I open the door and clearly I'm not supposed to be in there. And I look, and who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the House Cat, famed house music producer.
Yeah, no, I know
are
who that is.
basically spooning each other. I swear to God, they're basically spooning and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy, and they're like sharing it. They're like passing it back and forth.
And everyone's talking?
And everyone's just like talking.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I see them, I'm like,
all men though. There's not
all
one woman
men,
in this room.
all men. And they're all 100% on ecstasy. Like you can see Diddy's in like white linen being like, oh my God. Like rub ice on my nipples.
Right.
Like, oh, you're one of my best friends.
Right.
So the minute I make eye contact with him, like a gigantic bouncer comes over and says, get the fuck out. Because a lot of people turned and looked at me because it was very unexpected that like a fat guy with an afro,
Right.
with like no shirt on basically, like an open windbreaker, opened the door to like this like.
You are kind of a buzzkill.
Definitely.
If I'm on ecstasy and getting ready for a gay
They're
orgy.
Like, oh, this guy. Oh, he looks like fucking you let Gene Shalit in. So, but I looked right at Puff Daddy and he looked right at me.
Yeah.
And we made direct eye contact. And I got kicked out of the room.
Sure.
So that was that.
Yeah, fast and obviously crazy. Fast forward.
So I was like, P. Diddy's clearly on ecstasy, and he's clearly gay.
Yeah.
So fast forward, right? We're at a junket for a movie that he was in. Someone is interviewing him. I'm in the back as a friend of someone who was there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all the way in the back. I'm behind a million publicists, a million people.
But you see him.
Well, he's being interviewed on the
And
couch.
you're thinking about it.
Oh, I'm thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
By the way, anyone I ever told the story to was like, oh, you're a liar.
I don't think you're a liar.
Everybody was like, you're a liar. Like, I'm sure something happened, and they knew I was on Star Island. Like, that was verified by the other person I was with.
Sure.
But people were like, you're a liar. You didn't see them sharing a glass of Hennessy. Like, you didn't see Prelude to, like, an orgy. Like, this is bullshit. Like,
Right.
you're being funny. Like, Fat Juice hilarious.
Sure.
So, a couple people said they believed me, but I think they were lying. So, he's being interviewed in the middle of the interview for this movie. I mean, I'm sure you can guess what movie it is, because I think he was only in a movie.
Right. At least recently.
Yes. He literally stops the interview and he points at me all the way in the back and he goes, yo, you, my man. And everyone in the room turns around and looks at me and he goes, where do I know you from?
Oh, no.
And then I go, Miami? And he goes, oh, true. And we locked eyes again, and he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he drinks the milk of other men.
Wow.
This happened.
Has anything happened since?
No.
Nothing.
There's been no follow-up.
Were
Now-
you nervous at all in like a Breaking Bad kind of way that maybe people were going to be sent to your house or something? Like,
Oh, 100%.
Because I'd be a
100%.
little nervous.
See, now, what I'm doing to combat that is by talking about it publicly on
And then you're,
podcasts
because this will come back.
Right,
yeah.
right. Because
Yeah.
I'm most safe if I talk about it publicly.
That's so crazy.
Right. Because now people know
Yeah.
that I've got dirt.
Yeah.
So, like, I need you to hold this podcast
No,
down.
it's archived.
Yo, this is going to be some Jason Bourne shit.
No, I
You're going
know.
to have it on, like, a tiny microfilm, and they're going to be chasing you across
What a
Europe.
great movie.
After these numerous accounts of Diddy's homosexuality, one has to question, why isn't Diddy coming out as gay, or at least bisexual? In this day and age, where the gay agenda is at full throttle, gay marriage is legal, maybe he should take up the offer by the rapper Daylight.
Yeah, I fuck Diddy. I'm not gonna front. I'd fuck the shit out of Diddy. Get him off of like a bottle of Ciroc, like, you know, shot of Ciroc. You know what I'm saying? He got plenty of Ciroc, like, you know what I'm saying? Get him fucked up. You know, I fuck, like.
It seems like it's more of a sinister situation going on, and these homosexual situations stem from homosexual rituals which are performed in the industry, and many who want to get into the industry would be required to partake in these rituals in some shape or form.
We had heard when someone mentions or alludes to anything about you know, the rumors about Puffy being gay or any of that, does that shock you, or does that, or is that kind of like a, yeah, I can see that?
Yeah, because see, I don't have to actually see two men engage in sexual activity to say he's gay, because gay is a way of life. So I can look at the way you handle your money. I can look at the way you treat people. I can look at the way that you want it to be all about you. So you gotta look at how women are. Women have a certain characteristic about themselves that men don't have. So then you start looking at, yo, why in the world is you the only rich person and everybody else? Like, why is it so much about you? And if you got a artist that just did 3 million records, whoa, and he in the hotel stealing, not only is he a fool,
everybody,
but he doing what he had to do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, why is your man stealing? That's not just his fault, it's your fault too.
Do you believe the rumors between him and Mace?
Now that right there.
Hold on. Do you believe the rumors between
him and Mace? You know, well, you gotta look at it like this, you know, and I say it best like this. Okay. A person like Mace that comes to Puff that wants a record deal automatically is willing to do anything that he got to do to have that deal, because he asked him for a record deal. So then you got to look at it and be like, you know what, you willing to sell your soul for this shit right here.
And if you're willing to sell your soul, you're willing to do anything.
You're willing to do anything.
Damn you, Mark Curry.
Like, for example,
please.
They might say, hey, you know what, I'm going to give you $1 million. I'm going to give you $2 million. I'm going to give you $100 million. But before I do that, I just want to take a couple of pictures with you, with your shirt off. And your pants off too. And then you be like $100 million, shirt and no pants. Okay, that's what they be doing. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
So then now, here go your $100 million. So then now you sitting there with your girl. She got the diamonds and the fur on. She look good. So all of a sudden you see somebody in the background flashing those pictures in that envelope at you like this, telling you to come in. We need to talk to you. You be like, wow, now you got me by the balls.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So then that's when a lot of things come in to play too, without me having to speak on other things. When somebody come to you and say, you know, I'm gonna expose to your people everything that you done to get this money, you be like, yo, man, that'll make you kill yourself.
Some are even blackmailed into doing certain things in the industry. For example, blackmailed into putting out certain music, videos, and signing bad contracts.
Yeah. Hey. Nigga.